Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're going to be exploring a world where AI is letting paralyzed patients fly drones with their minds.
Wow.
TikTok could get a massive AI boost by merging with a $90 billion AI firm.
Oh, wow.
And China is training armies of robots. It's a lot to unpack, so let's dive right in.
It really is remarkable to see the speed that AI is evolving. It's touching everything from healthcare to entertainment to the very fabric of our workforce.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And let's start with something that sounds like it's straight out of science fiction.
Mm.
Researchers have actually developed a brain-computer interface,
Mm-hmm.
BCI, that allows paralyzed patients to control a virtual quadcopter using only their thoughts. Can you believe that?
It's incredible, isn't it? This BCI was developed by the BrainGate 2 clinical trial team, and it uses implanted electrodes and AI algorithms to translate neural signals into flight commands. What's truly remarkable is that this new method is 6 times more accurate than traditional methods.
6 times. Wow, that's a game changer. What does that kind of accuracy mean for someone using this technology?
Well, think about it this way. The increased accuracy means more fluid and precise control. So imagine being able to uh, not just steer the drone, but to perform complex maneuvers, navigate obstacles, and even potentially interact with the physical world in ways that were previously impossible.
It's like regaining a sense of agency and control that was lost. And, Dr. Joe DeVivo from Butterfly Network said that AI is amplifying human capabilities, not replacing them. And this BCI innovation really exemplifies that.
Right.
It's not about replacing human ability, but about restoring it and expanding what's possible.
Yeah, that's a powerful point. This technology has the potential to radically change how people with disabilities interact with the world, offering, greater independence and opportunities.
It's inspiring to think about the possibilities. Now let's shift gears from mind-controlled drones to the world of social media, where things are about to get very interesting with a potential merger that could completely reshape the digital content landscape.
Okay, so here's where things get really interesting. We have a U.S. startup, Perplexity AI, valued at a staggering $90 billion, proposing a merger with TikTok's U.S. arm. The goal is to create a hybrid platform that combines Perplexity's powerful AI models, things like real-time question answering and advanced analytics, with TikTok's massive content engine and user base.
So imagine you're scrolling through TikTok. How would this merger change your experience?
Well, for one, your feed would be hyper-personalized. The AI could analyze your viewing history, your likes, even your comments, and then curate a feed tailored specifically to you. So imagine seeing more of the content you love from your favorite creators, all delivered seamlessly. And on top of that, think about AI-powered editing tools that could help you create even more dynamic and engaging videos. It could be a real content revolution.
It sounds exciting, but all this personalization also raises questions about data privacy. With AI curating our content, who controls the narrative and what happens to our personal data? It's a conversation we get to have.
Absolutely. As AI plays a larger role in shaping our online experiences, we need to be mindful of the potential risks and ensure that our privacy is protected.
Speaking of AI shaping the future, let's talk about what's happening in Shanghai, where China is taking a giant leap into the world of robotics.
Yeah, so China has launched its first dedicated training field for humanoid robots, a facility capable of training over 100 robots simultaneously. They're using AI-powered simulations to train these robots for various tasks, from logistics and manufacturing to even caregiving.
100 robots training at once. That's impressive and a little intimidating to think about the scale of this operation.
The scale is definitely noteworthy, and it speaks to China's ambition to become a global leader in robotics. What's particularly interesting is how they're utilizing cutting-edge techniques like reinforcement learning to make these robots incredibly adaptable. Think of it like training a dog. The robot tries different approaches, and the AI rewards the successful ones, leading to continuous learning and improvement.
So these robots are not just pre-programmed for specific tasks. They're learning and evolving on the fly. It's a whole new level of sophistication.
Exactly, and this raises some important ethical questions. What happens to human jobs as these robots become more capable? Will they replace us, or will they create new opportunities? It's a complex issue with no easy answers.
It feels like we're on the cusp of a major societal shift.
We are, and understanding the potential benefits and challenges of AI is more crucial now than ever before.
We've covered a lot of ground already, from mind-controlled drones to AI-curated content to armies of robots, but I feel like we're just scratching the surface. Before we dive deeper, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the human element in all of this. Dr. DeVivo's quote about AI amplifying human potential really resonated with me. It's a reminder that even in this age of incredible technological advancement, it's still human ingenuity, creativity, and compassion that are driving progress.
And it's those human qualities that will ultimately determine how we harness the power of AI for good.
Absolutely. So as we continue this deep dive, I want to leave you with a question to ponder. Could humanoid robots transform your industry? Share your thoughts online using the hashtag AI for the people. We'd love to hear your perspectives. And be sure to follow us at AI for the people for more in-depth explorations of the ever-evolving world of AI.
Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey. Yeah, it's amazing to consider how these AI breakthroughs could impact so many different fields.
It really is. And, let's start with healthcare. The potential for BCIs is huge.
Yeah.
We've already talked about, restoring mobility for those with paralysis. But imagine using BCIs to treat conditions like depression. Could we actually analyze neural patterns to help people struggling with mental health?
It's certainly within the realm of possibility. We're already seeing research into how BCIs can detect and even modulate brain activity related to mood disorders. And that's not all. Think about performing surgery remotely with incredible precision using, a BCI-controlled robotic arm. It could revolutionize how we deliver medical care.
That's incredible. It's incredible to think about the possibilities. And beyond healthcare, what about the impact on education? Could BCIs completely change how we learn?
Absolutely. Imagine a world where learning is truly immersive, where you can experience historical events or scientific concepts firsthand through a neural interface. It could make education far more engaging and effective.
It's mind-boggling to think about the potential. But let's move on to the tech and entertainment world, where the potential TikTok Perplexity merger raises some important questions about the future of content creation, especially with AI playing such a central role.
Yeah. The merger could lead to a surge in the development of AI-powered content creation tools. Think about software that automates video editing, personalizes content recommendations, and targets specific audiences with laser focus. You could create and consume content in ways we haven't even imagined yet.
That brings us back to those concerns about data privacy and control over the narrative. It sounds like a slippery slope. If AI is choosing what we see and how we see it, are we really in control of our own online experiences?
That's a valid concern. As these technologies become more sophisticated, we need to ensure that we're not sacrificing our privacy or autonomy in the pursuit of personalization. It's a delicate balance.
And what about the global implications? We've talked about China's significant investment in robotics. Could their training facility in Shanghai serve as a model for other countries looking to incorporate AI-driven solutions on a large scale?
It's certainly possible. The facility in Shanghai is a testament to China's commitment to becoming a leader in AI and robotics. It's a blueprint that other nations may look to emulate as they grapple with the increasing integration of AI into their economies.
Which again brings us back to those ethical questions about job displacement. It's both fascinating and a bit unsettling to think about a future where robots are performing many of the tasks that humans currently do.
It's a reality we need to prepare for. The key is to think proactively about how we can adapt to this, changing landscape. How can we reskill and upskill our workforce to thrive in an AI-driven world? How can we ensure that the benefits of AI are shared equitably across society?
Those are big questions that we need to start addressing now. It feels like we're standing at a crossroads with the potential for AI to either elevate humanity or create new divisions.
It's true. AI is a powerful tool. And like any tool, it can be used for good or for ill. The choices we make today will shape the future of AI and ultimately the future of humanity.
We've covered a lot of ground today, from mind-controlled drones to AI-curated content to armies of robots. It's clear that AI is no longer a futuristic concept. It's here, and it's changing the world as we know it.
And it's changing at an unprecedented pace, which makes it all the more important to stay informed and engaged. We need to understand the potential of AI, both its benefits and its risks, so that we can navigate this new landscape thoughtfully and responsibly.
Before we wrap up this deep dive, I want to circle back to the human element in all of this. Dr. DeVivo's quote about AI amplifying human capabilities really stuck with me. It's a reminder that even in this age of incredible technological advancements, it's still human ingenuity, creativity, and compassion that are driving progress.
And it's those human qualities that will ultimately determine how we harness the power of AI for good. It's about using AI to empower people to create a more equitable and sustainable future, not to replace or diminish us.
Absolutely. So as we move forward into this new era of AI, let's remember to keep the human element at the forefront. Let's use AI to amplify our strengths, to solve our most pressing challenges, and to build a future that benefits all of humanity.
Well said. It's an exciting and challenging time to be alive. And the decisions we make today will have a profound impact on the world of tomorrow.
So stay curious, stay engaged, and let your voice be heard. The future of AI is in our hands.
Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey into the world of AI in action. It's been a pleasure exploring these complex and fascinating issues with you.
And to all our listeners out there, keep those questions coming, keep those conversations going, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
Because the future of AI is not predetermined. It's something we're actively creating day by day, decision by decision.
We've talked about the big picture, the potential of BCIs to revolutionize healthcare, the implications of AI-powered content creation, and the rise of humanoid robots.
These are huge, complex issues that could reshape society as we know it.
Yeah, it's easy to get caught up in the hype, the fear, the what ifs.
But I think it's important to remember that you're not just a passive observer in all of this.
Yeah.
You have agency, you have a voice, you have the power to shape how these technologies are developed and deployed.
So where do we start?
It starts with awareness, with education, with engaging in these critical conversations.
Like we're doing right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's about asking the tough questions, challenging assumptions, and demanding transparency from the companies and institutions developing these technologies.
Mhm.
We need to be thoughtful, we need to be critical, and we need to be proactive.
Because ultimately, AI is a tool.
And like any tool, it can be used for good or for ill.
It's up to all of us to decide how we wield that power.
And to ensure that AI is used to create a future that benefits all of humanity.
Well said.
Ah.
Any final thoughts for our listeners before we wrap up this deep dive?
I think the key takeaway here is that the future of AI is not predetermined. It's something we're actively creating, day by day, decision by decision.
So stay informed, stay engaged, and let your voice be heard.
That's a great note to end on. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey into the world of AI in action.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure exploring these complex and fascinating issues with you.
And to all our listeners out there, keep those questions coming, keep those conversations going, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
Because the future of AI is in our hands.
Until next time, stay curious and stay inspired.